Then I said, Eternal, Mighty One, who is this man who is insulted and beaten, who is worshipped by the nations and kissed by Azazel? And he answered and said, Hear me, Abraham. The man you saw insulted and beaten, and yet worshipped by many, he is the relief, liberty, freedom granted by the nations of people who will be born from out of you in the last days, in the 12th hour of the age of ungodliness. But in the 12th hour of my last and final age of my fulfillment will I set up this man from your tribe, generation, whom you saw issue from among my people, and all who follow will become like, imitate this man, and they will be called by me, and they will consider him to be called by me, and they will join the others, even those who desire to change within themselves. Regarding those who emerge from the left side of the vision, the meaning is this: there will be many from the heathen nations who will set their hopes on, trust in him. But those whom you saw from your progeny on the right of the vision, who insulted him and struck him, many will be offended because of him, but some will worship him. And he will test those of your progeny who have worshipped him in the 12th hour at the end, in order to shorten the age of ungodliness. Before the age the righteous begins to grow, my judgment will come upon the nations, heathen, lawless, wicked peoples, through the people of your progeny who have been separated to me. And in those days I will bring upon all creatures of the earth 10 plagues, through misfortune and disease, and the groans of their bitter grief. And this will be brought upon the generations of men, because of the provocation and the corruption of mankind, because they provoke me. And then the righteous men of your progeny will survive in the number which is kept secret by me, and will hasten the coming of the glory of my name to that place prepared before for those you saw destroyed in the vision. And they will live and be established by the sacrifices of righteousness in the age of the godly. And they will rejoice in me continually, and receive those who return to me in repentance, because their inner torment will be great for those who have wrongfully mocked them in this world. And they will see the honor bestowed on those who are mine in the day of glory. Abraham, see what you have seen, and hear what you have heard, and take knowledge of all that you have come to know. Go to your inheritance, for behold, I am with you to the age. While he was still speaking to me, I found myself on the earth again, and I said, Eternal One, I am no longer in the glory on high. Still there is one matter which my soul longs to know and understand, that was not revealed to me. And he said to me, I will explain to you the things you desired in your heart, to know which are the 10 plagues that I prepared against the heathen nations, and which have been destined to begin at the passing of the 12th hour of the age of the earth. Hear therefore what I tell you, because it will come to pass. The first is the sorrow and the pain of need, sickness. The second, the massive burning and destruction of many cities. The third, the destruction and pestilence, sickness of animals, cattle. The fourth, hunger of the whole world and its people. The fifth, among the rulers, destruction by means of earthquake and the sword. The sixth, the increase of hail and snow. The seventh, wild beasts will be their grave, animals will kill them. The eighth, hunger and pestilence will change their course of destruction, alternate with destruction. The ninth, punishment, execution by the sword, and flight and distress. The 10th, thunder and voices, and destructive earthquake. And then I will sound the trumpet in the air, and I will send the elect one, chosen one, and he will have all measure of my power. He will have one measure of all my power. He will summon my people, who are despised from all nations, and I will send fire upon those who have insulted them, and who have ruled over them in this age. And those who have chosen my desire and kept my commandments will rejoice with celebrations over the downfall of the men who continued to follow after the idols. And I will take those who have covered me with mockery, and give them over to the scorn of the coming age. I have prepared them to be food for the fires of Hades, and be in perpetual flight through the air of the depths of Hades, the underworld. And they will be the contents of a worm's belly, Azazel. For they joined one to whom they had not been given to, and they abandoned the Lord who gave them strength. Hear me, Abraham, because you will see that in the 7th generation from you will go out into a strange land, and the heathen will enslave and oppress them. And they leave the land of their slavery, after they have been mistreated for an hour of the age of ungodliness. And the heathen nation whom they will serve I will judge. And the Lord said this too: Have you heard, Abraham, what I told you, what your tribe will encounter in the last days? Abraham heard and accepted the words of God in his heart.